Hey, this is Deja Bell from the USA, and we are breaking artists in the capital with the best in independent soul.
James Shoe Care is your friendly multi-service store in Barkingside. Shoe Dr. Martin has now been trading there for 11 years. Cutting keys while you wait, giving you a same-day shoe repair service, repairing your watches on site. He even supplies sports clubs with all their sports trophies, glass awards and engraving. If you're looking to travel, check out our weekly supply of classy suitcases and travel goods. Mention this station and receive 10% off our services. James Shoe Care, the multi-service store. We're open Monday to Saturday and our aim is to give you the best service ever. Our address is 97 High Street, Barkingside, Essex, IG6 2AH, next to Santander. Call us on 0208 550 1440. That's 0208 550 1440. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. James Shoe Care, Barkingside. James Shoe Care. We're not just a load of old cobblers.
Did you know that 1 in 4 black men in the UK will be diagnosed with prostate cancer in their lifetime? I'm Errol. I'm a car mechanic from Hackney, and I was diagnosed with prostate cancer in 2010. Thankfully, my cancer was caught early. So ever since I was diagnosed, I've been determined to raise the awareness of this disease. My message to black men is quite simple, really. If you want to continue to be strong, confront your risk. Prostate cancer knocked me down. It didn't knock me out. Visit prostatecanceruk.org.
This is Deja Bell with Taxman, playing the music just the way you like it.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? We're now ready for takeoff, so please extinguish your cigarettes and fasten your seatbelt.
Broadcasting from London, UK. This is the Independent Chart Show.
The darkness in my life, just like the sun. You came up and brightened up my way. Everything's changed. Nothing no longer stays the same, and it's okay. You know, with you is where I'll stay.
I want you to be
my lover for eternity.
Baby, you and me.
This love was meant to be.
I thought you should know
that you will always be the one for me and mine. 'Cause baby, you are the way that you love me.
Feels so good to me.
This feeling completes me.
And we'll always be.
You know we'll always be
in love eternally.
I'm changing my tune, and baby, the melodies you made up my mind. For better or worse, we'll see it through. Nothing to prove. See, baby, my heart resides in you, and it's okay. You know, with you is where I'll stay.
I want you to be
my lover for eternity.
Baby, you and me.
This love was meant to be.
I thought you should.
100% music and 100% independent.
Cause baby, you are the way that you love me.
Feels so good to me.
This feeling completes me.
And we'll always be.
You know we'll always be
in love eternally.
I said I'm walking away. You know I'm walking away. I keep walking away. I said I'm walking away. Said I'm walking away, babe. Said I'm walking away.
The Independent Chart Show.
Said I'm walking away, babe.
The Independent Chart Show. Where all you hear is non-stop music.
You are listening to the best in independent soul.
If you don't want to, then I don't blame you. I see them pressing you, but I won't pressure you, no. I'm not here to stress you more. Let me know. I just want you on the floor. I got what you need. I don't mind, I'll take the lead. For this song, you're here with me till the time we have to leave. Moving with the sound, we can walk away. We can walk away till my heart beats still somehow. It's like I know she's waiting home, and I don't need to know. Just let your body flow. Come closer, don't let me go. If you want to, we can stay. Tell your friends you'll be okay. I got what you need. I don't mind. You're here with me till the time we have to leave. With the sound, we can walk away right now. Be still somehow. In this moment feels like I got what you need. I don't mind, I'll take it. You're here with me till the time we have to leave. With the sound, we can walk away right now. My heart be still somehow. This moment feels like
You are listening to the best in unsigned independent soul.
Fire, baby.
I got what you need. I don't mind, I'll take the lead. For this song, you're here with me. We can walk away right now. Till my heart beats still somehow. I got what you need. I don't mind, I'll take the lead.
Playing hit after hit. Hit after hit after hit. You've got your radio cranked up to the best station.
The Independent Chart Show, where all you hear is non-stop music.
You whisper softly in my ear, telling me that I should stay right here. I don't wanna fight it, I'd rather try it. I wanna be here.
It's the way he plays them.
You make me feel like I never felt before. And now I can't do a thing without having you around. While you
My world is sinking in a new reality where you and I don't drift
The
apart.
Independent
You
Chart
go where I
Show.
go. There is no gravity, no space and time for all we know. Passion, faith, love, lust.
Oi, Panthers, this is Kelly the Rock, and I always listen to the Taxman because he's the dogs, right?
And never have to lie and betray our souls at night.
You got me feeling so high. I wanna give it my time. Oh, nobody does it like you. I wanna give it to you, baby, baby, baby. Ooh, you got me feeling so
You
high.
are listening to the best in independent soul.
Nobody does it like you. I'm gonna give it to you. You know, wanna give it to you.
Oh my God. You are listening to the best in independent soul.
Hey, this is Art Castellano.
Yo, what's up? This is Western Warrior.
This is Lenora J.
Oh my God.
This is Big Jim with 3 from the Soul, and you're listening to
100% music and 100% independent.
Oh my God. You are listening to the best in independent soul.
You are listening to the best in unsigned independent soul. The Independent Chart Show, where all you hear is non-stop music.
I will not change the things I say. I will not love you just today. Tomorrow we will love again, and we go on without an end. The morning gray is all I see. If I don't feel you close to me, time for us has just begun. We are love, we are one. Ooh, I'm burning up. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Ooh, so hot. Ooh, baby. Ooh, I'm burning up. I'm on fire. Ooh, so hot. I will not change the things I say. I will not love you just today. Tomorrow we will love again, and we go on without an end.
Yo, this is Sway, yeah, with the Taxman on your radio. Nothing else, not TV, it's radio. Stop trying to look at the TV. Look at the radio. Me, I'm here. Hi.
Oh my gosh.
I feel my
the music just turns me on.
Things ain't been the same since you flipped out that day. I'm losing track of what you say. One day it's how you want me, the next you're gonna stray. We don't get down like we used to, cause you only show me love when you want to, babe. I know that will never change. I'm drowning in my emotion, always sitting never knowing what the hell I'm waiting for. When you don't wanna change, so you ain't good for me. Baby, that's for real, it's so real, yeah. Your love ain't real towards me. That's how it feels, that's how it feels. Your love has been so sweet, toxic, bad for me. Still I make time for you, keep tempting me. But when will I see that you're all I don't need? All I don't need. Seems like we both like to waste time.
You are listening to the best in independent soul.
But somehow we find ourselves in conversation, overthinking and fighting temptation. This ain't right, this ain't what we need. Oh no. We don't get down like we used to, cause you only show me love when you want to, baby. I know that will never change. I'm drowning in my emotion, always sitting never knowing what the hell I'm waiting for. When you don't wanna change, so you ain't good for me. Baby, that's for real, it's so real, yeah. Your love ain't real towards me. That's how it feels, that's how it feels. Your love has been so sweet, toxic, bad for me. Still I make time for you, keep tempting me. But when will I see that you're all I don't need? You ain't good for me. Baby, that's so real, it's so real, yeah. Your love ain't real towards me. That's how it feels, that's how it feels. Your love has been so sweet, toxic, bad for me. Still I make time for you, keep tempting me. But when will I see that you're all I don't need? I don't know it. It's been a long time since you shown it. No longer gonna try for an us. No one gets something I can trust. What's affection? I don't know it. It's been a long time since you shown it. No longer gonna try for an us. No one gets something I can trust. What's affection? I don't know it. It's been a long time since you showed it. No longer gonna try for an us. Walk into something I can trust.
100% music and 100% independent.
Can I take my time? Can I sing my song? Tell you what's on my mind, so it won't be long. I'm so glad love lifted me, cause I once was blind, yeah, but now I see. I'm only a man, I get weak and bewildered, but I'm still yours. I'm signed, sealed, delivered. Said you've been too good for me to doubt it. So I'ma tell the world, tell them all about it. And when I tell it, I'ma take my time. Said I still couldn't tell it all. Still couldn't tell it all. Said I'ma take my time. No rush. No rush. God's been so good to me. Life ain't perfect, but I know he's keeping me. Tragedies, yeah, I've had my share. Through them all, you stay right there. Through all the sickness and the pain, but your love was consistent. Said it never changed. Said you kept me and my family. Said we won't for nothing. Said you give us everything we need. So as I close and get out your way, I want you to tell of his goodness. Tell it each and every day. And when you tell it, please take your time. Yeah. So no rush, yeah. No rush. Please take your time. No rush. No rush. God's been so good to me. Life ain't perfect, but I know he's keeping me.
We're breaking artists in the UK.
100% music.
Breaking artists in the capital.
100% independent.
We are breaking artists in the UK with the best in independent soul.
We are breaking artists in the capital with the best in independent soul.
You are listening to the best in independent soul.
100% music and 100% independent.
I want you to put your hands together.
The Independent Chart Show.
And you know this. And you know man. This. Man.
23 minutes sounds like the top of the hour. We say you're welcome along. We say welcome aboard. Easing you into another independent chart show. This time, we're inside the month of September as we head towards the end of this year, 2020. How you guys doing this week? How are you guys feeling this week? Your weekly 2-hour slice of independent soul flavor, the Breaking Artists Independent Chart Show. Taxman with you through to that 2-hour mark this week. Another 2 hours of independent soul flavor. We ease you into the first 30 minutes or so. Then we enter the Breaking Artists Independent Soul Chart. This time the chart for that weekend in the 6th day of September 2020. A rather chilly Sunday here in London. A chilly Sunday evening, that is. I had a fantastic afternoon with some old-time friends. We all met up, some old school friends, talking old time. Spent the afternoon in Ali Pali, looking across the skyline of London. Always good to catch up with friends in lockdown. You know what? I think we're going to have another spike here in London. So catch up with your friends while you can. Rumour has it it's going to spike, and rumour has it within the next 10 days or so, the UK government is going to lock down or make further restrictions on social distancing and social gatherings here in the UK. Okay, each into the first 30 minutes or so, then we go inside this week's Top 20 Independent Soul Chart, counting our way down from this week's number 20 all the way down to this week's number 10, then number 2. Then we'll give you a quick recap of what we've played in this week's chart before revealing this week's number 1. And in that final 25 minutes or so, we'll ease down the tempo all the way through to that 2-hour mark, give you some soft, sensuous, independent soul flavour. But you know, in time-honoured tradition, let's squeeze in a couple more before that first community information break. Right here on your favourite platform, on your favourite frequency, and of course, on your favourite station, the Breaking Artists Independent Chart Show. Okay, let's get a couple more for that first community information break. And I'll catch you on the other side.
I'm vibe so high, the smoke just elevation. You can't deny, this feeling is contagious. Come take a ride and see the other side with me. Yeah, yeah, reach for the stars. You might just lay no cloud nine. Know the world is yours. I wish you would make up your mind around this wave and feel up on my energy. Yeah. I'd rather rock the boat than let this moment die. I'd rather shake you up than let you feel the way you feel inside. It's alright, it's alright. Come get high on good life, yeah. I can feel sweet vibrations. Get high on ecstasy. I can feel sweet vibrations. Get high on ecstasy. The atmosphere is filled with good sensations, negativity. Don't give in to temptation. What got you down? Don't matter while you're here with me. No, baby. Pour up your cup with nothing but some good feels. Take it to the head. Don't drink and drive, I'll take the wheel. Just ride with me. Stay full up on my energy.
100% music and 100% independent.
I'm here to shake you up so you won't feel the way you feel inside. It's alright, it's alright. Come get high on good life, yeah. I can feel sweet vibrations. Sweet vibrations, get high on ecstasy. Oh yeah, I can feel it. Sweet vibrations, sweet, get high on ecstasy.
This one's more your weekly slice of 2 hours of independent soul flavour. On the way today with Claire Phillips from the album By Request. You Are played. Kicked off this week's show. Blue Soul 10 from the brand new album Songs About You. The Moment featuring Shanke Destinica.
Everything you do is cool.
Boyan featuring Lena Nicole.
Way you talk is soothing.
That one called My Time.
Cool is me. When I look at you, it's all new to me. I just can't stop what you do.
Then we went inside those guys from Athens, Burning Up.
And I'm feeling nice. Take you straight.
Dean Terrell and Baker Aaron, How It Feels.
Vision gets blurred when you're on my sight. Got the moon spinning, I see.
And underneath, Malcolm Ali, Vibes featuring Austin.
You're right.
Okay, let's just squeeze in a snippet of one more before that first community information break. Independent soul, sexy soul, sassy soul, organic soul, all the way through to that 2 hour mark this week. Let's have another slice of UK independent soul. Young lady from south of the river, young lady by the name of Geneva. Her brand new single's called The Switch, and you know what? I do like this one. Fantastic talent, that's Geneva. The Switch plays right here on the Breaking Artists Independent Chart Show. This time I'll definitely catch you on the other side. So watch out for this week's Top 20 chart.
I thought once I cracked this self-love thing that the same love would last eternity. Little did I know it was a constant thing. It is a constant thing. The way I thought that my life would go, and where I am now has thrown me off for sure. I embrace the steady movement of life's great flow. I embrace the steady movement of life's great flow. I had expectations of where I'll be when I'm 25. Job, house, a spouse, had it figured out, but I'm just happy to be alive. Life is complicated. Perfection is never guaranteed, but having peace within my soul and knowing that I'm whole are lessons I'm learning.
This is Geneva, and we're breaking artists with the best in independent soul music.
As Afro-Caribbeans, we're proud of our sense of community. Oh yeah, we're very big on that. We try to help each other in any way we can. Except when it comes to saving each other's lives. even if all we have to do is put our names on a bone marrow register. Not quite so big on that, are we?
There are 24 times more white people than black on the UK bone marrow register. If you're black or mixed race, join the register today. Visit aclt.org and see how you could be the one to save a life. ACLT, unite to fight leukemia.
Hey, what's up? This is your girl Gwendolyn Collins, aka The Storyteller, and guess what? I am working on my third solo project, Storytelling Side 3, Hello Again. It would be so cool if you would partner with me in what will probably be the most personal and deepest story I've ever told through my music. Please check out my crowdfunding campaign by going to Indiegogo.com. That's INDIEGOGO.com. And just search for me, Gwendolyn Collins. Thank you so much. I love you. I love you. Mwah.
Hey, this is Terry Tobin, and you're listening to the Independent Chart Show, London's essential guide to the best in independent urban soul.
So we've eased you into this week's first 30 minutes. We've given you the first community information break. Do you know what? Now it's time to get inside this week's Top 20 Independent Soul Chart. Chart brought to you courtesy of all the W's, breakingartist.co.uk. Let's count our way down from this week's number 20 all the way down to this week's number 1. Let's start this week's musical journey in Charlottesville, in Virginia. This week's number 20, it's called Feel It. Nathaniel Starr from the album Eros. Hold on. This week's number 20. And this week's first new entry.
Number 20.
I gotta just tell you, I've never kissed an angel. I love the way you flutter all around. Won't you land and come and wrap those wings around me? Oh baby, can I love you? God darn it, girl. I really wanna love you. Caramel, chocolate, covered roses. Won't you smother me? Smother me, smother me, baby. Won't you love me? Won't you let me dig down deep into my new discovery?
This that grown folk music.
I just wanna let you know I'm thankful that I met you, baby. We'll spend a new forever, lady. There's nothing that we can't do forever, girl. Drown me in your love. I want your attention. Did I forget to mention? You're everything, you're everything. And I'll give everything for you.
Really?
Man, can you feel it?
I really wanna love you.
Man, this feels like heaven. Can't you feel it all in the air? Can't you feel it everywhere? I've prayed and waited.
So we kick off this week's Top 20 chart from the album Eros, the return of Nathaniel Starr. This one called Feel It. It features LaToya Ransom.
My dream come true.
Absolutely fat and all that. You may recall Nathaniel Starr from a few years ago with the album Kaleidoscope. Big tune, Vertigo, from back in the day. So we kick off this week's Top 20 chart in Charlottesville, in Virginia. Nathaniel Starr once more from the album Eros, Feel It, featuring LaToya Ransom. This week's number 20 and this week's first new entry. 1 down, 19 to go on this week's Top 20 chart. Let's go inside this week's number 19, down 11 places from the previous chart's number 8. Be Free featuring Quinton Farr. Single, it's called Say It. Previous chart's number 8, this week's number 19.
Number 19.
If I had one moment left in my world, I would would spend it all on you. Oh. And if I had one chance to give you my heart, then I would bet it all on you. Oh, hold me, baby, hold me. Love me, baby, love me. If you ever leave, I won't be the same. You and me together is the only way. I'll follow you anywhere, here or there, I don't care. Just say that I'm ready to go. Say that I'm ready to go. Go, 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 go. Say that I'm ready to go. Yeah. Say that I'm ready to go. Go, 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 go. Yeah. If the world we know would cease to exist, then I'ma still revolve around you. Oh, and if the sun and the moon and the stars above would suddenly dim, then I would get my light from you. Oh, hold me, baby, hold me. Love me, baby, love me. If you ever leave, I won't be the same. You and me together is the only way. I'll follow you anywhere, here or there, I don't care. Just say that I'm ready to go. Say that I'm ready to go.
It's a musical duo, Be Free, featuring Quinton Farr with Say It. Their debut single, and you know what we do like this one? Surprisingly down 11 places from last week's, the previous charts. Number 8, this week's number 19.
You love me, baby, I'll tell you so.
Very best essence of independent soul, of sexy soul, of sassy soul. Do you know what? Of organic soul.
Just pack it back.
Chart for that weekend in the 6th day of September 2020.
Don't say no, just say when, and let's roll.
So far, Nathaniel Starr and Be Free featuring Quinton Farr. 2 down, 18 to go on this week's top 20 chart. So let's come back to the UK for this week's number 18.
Number 18.
Down 5 places from the previous chart.
It's getting late now. The sun's
Find this from the EP All Eyes on You, Jazz Caris. It's called Hold Me.
Yeah, I waited,
And it's this week's number 18.
you get lost somewhere back in the crowd. 'Cause I've been asking for you, ain't funny now. I've been looking everywhere over town for you, babe, you, babe. I don't want this without you. Can you find a way to just hold me? I've been around and I hate it. Hope that you ain't doing fine. So baby, just love me. Don't be afraid to just call me. You can afford to just hold me till we have used up our time. You are the best that I ever had. Never knew love could make you the sad. Sun up when a day, oh babe. Gave you the best that I ever had. Never knew love could make you the sad. Sun up when a day, oh yeah. Took a road out of town. Ain't no fun coming down, but long as you ain't around, I'm good. I'm good. Think I'm lost in the clouds. I don't wanna
Keep it locked on. We're playing this week's top 20.
stay out of this world. Yeah.
So down 5 places from the previous chart's number 13, this week's number 18.
Messaging her.
Jazz Caris, Hold Me. Even Hold You.
Wondering why.
From the album All Eyes on Me.
Keep you wondering how could you do this without
some independent soul from the UK. Do love Jazz Canvas's voice. Watch out for more from her. Do believe there's a new project that may be released before the end of the year. Or it may even slip over into 2021. This week's second new entry. Remember playing this one on the end of the month show for June 2020. Got released in July 2020. From their debut EP, Zen and the Zodiacs, Sugar Kiss plays right here on the Independent Chart Show. This week's number 17.
Number 17.
Don't you know the sweetness of your skin touches my soul? Oh, babes, you have that glow. I can feel it. It amazes me. Don't you know? Don't you know? Did you know? Your ray of sunshine always fills my day. Don't you know? Did you know? It's true. You should know. Don't you know? Did you know? Every time I'm in your presence, I must say. Don't you know? Did you know? For you should know. I need you. Time for time I find myself craving for you. Loveliness makes me feel new. Her sweetness from your lips makes me want more of you. Baby, there's no doubt, no doubt. Can't live without you. Oh, for it's your love in my life. You got my attention. You're so real, don't you know? Don't you know? Did you know? The ray of sunshine always fills my day. Don't you know?
So from their debut EP, the EP Grown and Sexy, Zen and the Zodiacs with Sugar Kiss.
I must say. Did you know? Did you know? It's you.
Based in Georgia, also based in North Carolina, Lamar Paul and the gang. A musical collective bringing good music to you. Not just about music, all about videography, all about clothing. The movement that's Zen and the Zodiacs. Do watch out for them. Based in Georgia, also based in North Carolina. And talking about North Carolina, this week's number 17, this week's number 16 even. Down 5 from the previous chart, number 11, Joe Levy, Inside You. This week's number 60.
Number 60.
I often wonder if you're magic. When you come around, I can't help myself. Those things you do got me addicted. I don't want no help.
100% music and 100% independent.
May I have a taste of your sweet love? The more you give, the more I want, baby. I just can't get enough. I only see you wearing nothing, baby. You take me to a very special place. Inside of your love, baby. Inside of you. There is strength and so much more. Inside of your love, baby. Inside of you. I can't wait to love you more. May I open up your garden, sample all your love and sweet. That's the reason we came here, baby, to fulfill each other's needs.
find my love in motion. That magic moment will be found. It will be found. Girl, I'm deep into your music. I love the way you sound. Love the way you sound. Yeah. Don't be shy. That's just nature, baby. That's the way you love when you feel free.
So all the way from North Carolina.
Keep on loving me. I can.
Man that always delivers quality, smooth independent soul and jazz. Joe Levy, Inside You. Previous charts number 11. This week's number 16. As we head our way down towards the midpoint in the back 10. 5 down, 15 to go on this week's top 20 chart. Chart for that weekend in the 6th day of September 2020.
Hi, Joe Levy here, and you're listening to London's #1 show, The Independent Chart Show, with Taxman. Good times and great music.
So leave behind North Carolina. Let's head over to Cleveland in Ohio.
Look at you, look at us.
This week's number 15, this week's third new entry.
In common, so much we've been building.
And we do love ourselves some Kanye Dos. This time, it's called Not Trading You. This week's number 15, the debut single from a forthcoming album. Tell you a bit about the album after this one.
Number 15.
If we don't forget, 'cause it's complicated and at times irritating. Never mind, we're dedicated to whatever we gon' make it through. Never gonna stop loving you and the way that you love me too. I'm not trading you. The stars fall from the sky. I'll be right here by your side. I ain't trading you, babe. I ain't trading you for nothing, no. Oh, baby, you can have my guarantee. Oh, ain't trading you. Ain't trading you. Ain't trading you. Was it something that I said? Was it something that I did to you to cause this friction? Wasn't my intention.
Oh my gosh, the music just turns me on.
Fire, baby. And we only get one, so every single day, live it like it's golden. Live it like it's golden. See, all we got in this world is love. Baby, you what I want. Baby, you what I want. Even
So underneath, all the way from Cleveland in Ohio, the lovely Miss Kanye Dos from the forthcoming album.
ain't trading you.
Through Rose-Colored Glasses. Not Trading You, the lead single of that one. Absolutely fat and all that. Do love me some Kanye Dos.
Trading you, ain't trading you. Ain't trading you. We got a chance to make it better. Defy all the odds.
So from what should be studio album number 9, I do believe. Kanye Dos, Not Trading You. This week's third new entry. This week's number 15. As we head our way down towards the back of this week's back 10.
We gonna make it.
Chart for that weekend in 6th day of September 2020. Independent soul, sexy soul, sassy soul, organic soul. Let's leave behind Cleveland, Ohio, and let's head over to Huntsville in Alabama.
This is Kanita from Huntsville, Alabama, and we're breaking artists with the very best in independent soul.
Number 14.
So this week's fourth new entry. We leave behind Cleveland, Ohio, and head over to Huntsville in Alabama. The return of Kanita.
Hey, what are you waiting for?
Be With You. This week's fourth new entry. This week's number 14. Absolutely fat and all that.
Number 14.
For some time, let's do this. Let's not wait another day for
this week's Top 20.
Whatever you need, baby, you know I got it. Boy, I'm not afraid to cross that line. Let's turn this friendship into something amazing. Ooh, this feels so right, so right. Let's go the distance and see where love leads. The way our heart beats, let us know this is what we need. I just want to be with you. I just want to be with you.
You are listening to the best in unsigned independent soul.
I just want to be with you. I just want to be with you. I just want to be with you. Ooh, I do.
So sometimes you hear a tune for the first time, you know it's just going to be a hit. Remember hearing this one about 6 or 7 weeks ago, Kanita, Be With You. Finally got a release this week's number 14, this week's 4th new entry on the Breaking Artists Top 20 Independent Soul Chart.
I just want to be with you. I just want to be with you.
As we head our way down towards the back of the back 10, once more, Kanita, Be With You. This week's number 14.
You are listening to the UK's only independent urban chart with Taxman.
So we leave behind Huntsville in Alabama. Let's head over to New York City from her debut set, Adeline, Stay Up. Previous charts number 2, down 11 places to this week's
number 13.
Adeline, Stay Up from the album Interims, this week's number 13.
How you been? Where'd you go? Haven't seen you since summer. I've been chilling, having fun. You feel like coming over? Maybe we can watch the sunrise. I'll catch a little moonlight. Now we ran into each other, baby. 'Cause frankly, you've been on my mind. Yeah. Make me wanna stay up all night. All night. You take me over the other side. So high. You got my mind open wide. Keep me up all baby. I don't wanna go to sleep tonight. Oh, I love the way we flow. Fill my cup, don't need a chaser. You might wanna sip it slow. Tell me what's your favorite flavor. We can play some Jodeci. Make it seem like in the movies. So many ways to pass the time, baby. As long as we can do it all night. You make me wanna stay up all night.
So find this one on the debut album Interims, Adeline, all the way from New York City. Stay Up. Previous charts number 2, this week's number 13, so down 11 places on this one. As we head our way down towards the back of the back 10. Let's go inside this week's 5th new entry. Let's head over to a town called Carrollton in Texas. Lifted from the album Fearless. Been playing this one for about 3 to 4 weeks now. Finally gets a release inside the Breaking Artists Top 20 chart. The lovely Miss Sheila Avery. It's called In My Purse, this week's number 12.
Number 12.
Absolutely fat and all that. Absolutely different to anything else out there at the moment. We do like this one.
Grandma say all the things the teachers say. Hey girl, no matter how the situation seems, this
this week's fifth new entry, Seela Avery from the album Fearless, In My Purse. Plays at this week's number 12, Absolutely Fat, and all that. So it's Seela Avery, S-E-L-A-H-A-V-E-E-R-Y. Seela Avery from the album Fearless, In My Purse. This week's number 12, this week's fifth new entry. So we're heading towards the back of the back 10 on this week's top 20 chart. 9 down, 11 to go on this week's top 20 chart. So let's ease down Seela Avery and round off this week's back 10 with this week's number 11.
Number 11.
You may recall this one was in the previous chart as a new entry at number 19. As we leave behind Carrollton in Texas, let's head over to New Iberia in Louisiana, Aname Rose, Good Feeling, this week's number 11.
You like to look up at the sky, so do I, you pretty thing. I follow the sun, the moon and stars, you align, that's everything.
We round off the back 10 with this week's number 11, Aname Rose, Good Feeling. Let's let this one take us up to the next community information break. I'll catch you on the other side with this week's top 10.
You listen to the universe, look at the signs, so do I, you pretty thing. I move with the water, the wind and trees, baby please.
This is Aname Rose, and we're breaking artists with the best in independent soul.
When a stroke strikes, the damage spreads like a fire in the brain. To spot the signs of a stroke, you have to think and act fast. F. Face. Has their face fallen on one side? Can they smile? A. Arms. Can they raise both arms and keep them there? S. Speech. Is their speech slurred? T. Time. Just like a fire, it's time to call 999 if you see any single one of these signs. The faster you act, the more of the person you save.
There's a guy I know. He wasn't into no working out and stuff like that. Instead, he got himself a gun. Funny. All he seems to do now is run. Trident. StopTheGuns.org. There's a guy.
I've got some bad news and some good news. Okay, the bad news is that your chances of getting prostate cancer are now just 7 to 1. In fact, prostate cancer is killing one man every single hour of the day in this country. Imagine that. One every hour of the day. But the good news is we're forming a team to stop that clock. Men United. It's time men united together to fight prostate cancer, the way women have united against breast cancer. We need to get together and find a cure, as well as better ways to care for the 250,000 prostate cancer sufferers out there. Please, get on side, search Men United and join us in the fight. Men United versus prostate cancer. We can win this.
Hey, this is your girl Angie Stone, and I'm chilling with my peoples, Taxman. Ow.
Wherever you are, I'm with you. Took a minute just to get it right. Now we got it, gonna keep it tight.
So make it 10 down, 10 to go on this week's chart. Kicked it all off this week's number 20 with Nathaniel Starr, Be Free with featuring Quinton Farr, Jazz Caris, Zen and the Zodiacs, Joe Levy, Konya Dos, Kanita, Adeline, Sailor Avery, and the lovely Miss Aname Rose. That was the back 10. What we do now, we count our way down from this week's number 10 all the way down to this week's number 2. We'll then give you a quick recap of what's been played in this week's top 20 chart before revealing this week's number 1. Don't forget, we're gonna ease down the tempo in that final 25 minutes or so when we give some soft, sensuous, independent soul flavour. But until then, let's get inside this week's top 10.
Number 10.
Hey y'all remember that time when Gerald used to tell us to make it clever?
This week's number 10, Stacey Richardson,
makes sense.
Sharina Wynn, Tia Stewart and Coco McMillan.
And my background side.
Together they make up the group N Front.
We couldn't imagine a life without.
Previous chart's number 20, this week's number 10. It's called Never Another You.
The Gerald Levert fans.
Dedicated to the memory of the late, the very great Mr. Gerald Levert. In Front, Never Another You, this week's number 10.
Yes.
Think about the times that we used to sing the melody with that smile on your face. It gave me peace, amazing grace.
The laughs and the talks, the way you were on stage, you wore a pause to us up when we were down, kept the feet on shallow ground. Your spirit, your smile, yeah, you know you change our hearts around. There's no one like you, there's no one like you. We'll always love you, we'll always love you. Made our dreams come true. Never another you. Ooh, even though you go, all those memories still live on. We'll never forget you. Tomorrow we'll know in time it'll show. The memory of your voice will live on. And
So they travelled the world with Gerald Levert. This song dedicated to his life, the late, very great Gerald Levert. In Front, 4 young ladies, Stacey Richardson, Coco McMillan, Sharina Will and Tia Stewart. Together, they're called N Front, Never Another You. This week's number 10, previous charts, number 20. So we're counting our way down from this week's number 10 all the way down to this week's number 1. Breaking Artists Independent Soul Chart for the weekend in the 6th day of September 2020.
They knew you just a big old teddy.
Another 2 hour slice of independent soul, sexy soul, sassy soul, organic soul. With a touch of jazz and a touch of gospel in this week's chart as well. So that's 11 down, 9 to go on this week's top 20 chart. Let's leave behind N Front. Let's go over to Brooklyn native, the lovely Miss Linda Starr. This one seems to have been around for such a long time. It's called Legacy. It's this week's number 9, and it plays right here on the Breaking Artists Independent Chart Show.
Number 9. How to make my night. Tells me, girl, you're lovely. He's the only one for me. your slim. Sitting pretty in a Catalina, 20-inch rims, waving my hands out the window. You love the scent of my hair when the wind blows. Can you keep up with my tempo? I can keep my balance, you ain't gotta drive slow. Cruising down a clear lane. When your love hits, I feel no pain. You know every single part of me. Might as well give you the rest of me. We got some.
This one's more Brooklyn native, Linda Starr. Been in the chart for such a while now. Last week, the previous chart, number 3. This week's number 9, so down 6 places for the lovely Miss Linda Starr with Legacy.
We got something to laugh for.
As we head away down towards this week's number 1.
Let me be your legacy. Legacy, yeah. A couple years older, but I don't mind.
Got to say thanks going out to all those sent me some nice messages about last week's end of the month show for August.
Little vintage piece is okay with me.
Now safely inside September. First independent soul chart for September.
3 ways from the night until the day.
On your favourite platform, on your favourite station, of course, on your favourite frequency, the Breaking Artist Independent Chart Show.
Turn me up.
Up 10 places from last week's the previous chart's number 18. This week's number 8.
I gotta get this out my head now.
All the way from Woodbridge in New Jersey, Ali Caldwell. This week's number 8. In my head, we like this one.
Number 8.
All I need is one time to put your hand in mine, pull you close and look you in the eye. And all I need is one time to make you laugh, make you smile, make you wish you were my summer breeze in the summertime. So many ways that I can show you how. I'll give you all my love that I have so much of, so much to. When I'm in there, I mean all in, and that's for. I can show you better than I can tell you, baby, I'm the real. And I know this will catch you by surprise, but I caught you at the perfect time. So baby, hear me. Can't nobody change my mind. I know how I feel inside. Baby, hear me out, I'm saying. It's only real in my head, but I'd rather have it here instead. It's a game I don't like playing. Back, forth. I don't wanna go back and
The
forth.
Independent Chart
I don't wanna be here, don't wanna be in my head no more. You're feeling this connection, but why ain't we connected, baby? Did you get the message? I treat you better than your last one. I'm
You are
invested.
listening
I
to the
promise
best
second guess,
in
but
unsigned
baby, I
independent
got so
soul.
much to give. When I'm in there, I mean all in, and that's for.
So underneath, up 10 places from the previous chart's number 18. This week's number 8. All the way from Woodbridge in New Jersey. Her third album, Ali Caldwell.
So baby,
In My Head. Let's find this from the album 88. Little tidbit about Ali Caldwell, former contestant in the US version of The Voice.
I know how I feel inside.
Didn't know that, you know.
Hear me out, I'm saying.
But we do like this one. In My Head from the album 88. Ali Caldwell.
It's only real in my head.
Previous chart's number 18. This week's number 8.
Game I don't like playing.
So we're rapidly approaching this week's top 5.
I don't wanna be here, don't wanna be in my head.
So let's ease down Ali Caldwell and bring in some independent soul from the UK.
Hey, this is Deborah Debs, and we're breaking artists in the capital with the best in independent soul. Stay tuned.
Number 7.
Deborah Debs, Something to Love. This week's number 7.
Hey, sometimes we don't see eye to eye, but you know I'm on your team, so why you fronting, pretending that she's the right one for you? See, maybe it's safer to pretend that you don't see
lovely Deborah Debs. Previous charts number 12. This week's at number 7. Something to Love. Her current single, absolutely fat and all that. As we head towards this week's top 5. I say it every week. If you've never seen Deborah Debs perform live on stage, you're missing out. If you get the chance, do take in the opportunity. Fantastic band she's got, fantastic live. Deborah Debs, UK Independent Soul in the highest order, this week's number 7. So we're inches away from this week's top 5, so let's bring in this week's number 6. The young man's name who I always get wrong, Rockwell Horman.
Tim Jones in the building.
Previous charts number 14, this week's number 6. And it's called Promise. It plays right here on the Breaking Artists Top 20 Independent Soul Chart.
Number 6.
I'll always be there. Promise to never leave you. Promise to hold your hand. Promise to take care of you. Promise and always be your man. Lately I'm the one side of things. You always there to show me everything.
You are listening to the best in independent soul.
You all that I want. I've got to make it right. I'll do anything, everything for you. All that I need, all that I want, all that I
100% music and 100% independent.
All that I want. Promises to never leave you. To always be there. To always love you. I always be there. I promise to never leave you. Hold your hand, hold you tight. To take care of you. And always be your man. Now it's on me to show you I can keep my word. Always will. I will be there to take care of you. In this life I'm living, you are that I want and all that I need. I'll do anything. Oh yeah. Everything for you.
So this week's number 6, previous chart number 14, so up 8 places for Rockwell Horman, Promise. This week's number 6 on this week's Top 20 Independent Soul Chart. But it's now time to go inside this week's Top 5. Let's count our way down from this week's number 5, number 4, number 3, number 2, and I'll catch you again at this week's Top 20 Countdown.
We're playing those independent jams back to back.
Number 5.
You're the sun that shines. You're
the music just turns me on.
You're what makes the green grass
fire, baby.
I hope y'all know what I mean. And for that I know I can't live without you.
My soul longs for you because I can't live without you. No matter what I do, I'm so lost without you. Thank you for your saving grace. Your love I'll always embrace. And no matter what I do, I'd rather have you.
I'd rather have you. Cause you're all I need. My heart, my soul belongs to you. I give it all up to you.
The Independent Chart Show.
Have I none but I appreciate you giving me your only son. And that's more than all the money in the world. Yet salvation is free for every man, woman, boy, and girl.
Oh, my soul longs for you, because I can't live without you. And no matter what I do, I'm so lost without you.
We're playing those independent jams back to back.
Number 4.
This is Elliot Love from New Orleans, and we're breaking artists with the very best in independent soul flavor.
Pressure, let me know right now. Can we take this thing to the top? Stepping into something new, it could be a little scary. So what you wanna do? Cause I wanna hold you down if you wanna be held down. I wanna see your smile like every day. Please don't tease me, girl, with your kisses. I need you to be ready. Girl, you looking good, we should be together. Fine, sexy thing. Girl, you looking good, you should have my last name. You fine, sexy thing. I want to love you down. I wanna love you down. Got you where I want you right now. You can't fight this feeling. No. Special moments like this, we should always treasure. Yeah. Cause I wanna hold you down if you wanna be held down. I wanna see your smile like every day. Please don't tease me, girl, with your kisses. I need you to be ready.
We're playing those independent jams back to back.
Number 3.
Where you at, love? You're falling far behind. Are you keeping up or giving up? But which one? Why'd you look down? I know you're scared to hide. It ain't fun if it's easy. You gon' have to cross that bridge if it won't be where I is. Don't go talking big and popping shit if you cannot handle it. If you want me, then meet me where I am. Yeah, you see where I am. So catch me if you can. Don't go backing down, baby, no. Cause you need what I am. They can't be what I am. So catch me if you can. Yeah. Cause I ain't about to wait up. You need to stay on my heels. Ain't taking time to play seek and find. Cause there's much more behind my closed doors. Climb up a few floors, get on my level. I bet you'll be glad you did. But first you're gonna have to cross that bridge. If it won't be where I is. Don't go talking big and popping shit if you cannot handle it. If you want me, then meet me where I am. Yeah, you see where I am. So catch me if you can. Don't go back down, baby, no. Cause you need what I am. They can't be what I am. So catch me if you can. Elevate yourself. Don't play yourself.
This is Elliot Love from New Orleans. This is Elliot Love from New Orleans, and we're breaking artists with the very best in independent soul flavor.
So I know that
Number 2.
I'm feeling you too. I know we're both scared, but why
situation, baby, please don't test it. You know I'm feeling you, I hope you're invested. Don't run off with my heart just like the rest did. Yeah, I know you had your heart broken times before, but the time we spend is lavish, no all the more. When I wanna smile, babe, you the one to call. And you always catch me when I'm down, so I never fall. I'm trying to give it to you if you act right. You ain't never got to think twice like, what's that? This pussy is like Independent Chart Show.
Hey, what's up? It's Desi Tribble, and when I'm online, I'm listening to the best in independent soul on the Independent Chart Show.
So once again, it's all gone Pete song. Countdown jingle not working this week. So let's count our way down from this week's number 20 all the way down to this week's number 2. Alternatively, that is. This week's number 20 kicks it all off with this week's first new entry. Nathaniel Starr from the album Eros. Feel It, this week's number 20. This week's number 19 down 11 places from last week's number 8. Beefy featuring Quinton Farr. It's called Say It. This week's number 19. This week's number 18 down 5. From the previous chart, number 13. Jazz Carries from the EP All Eyes on You. Hold Me, this week's number 18. This week's number 17, brand new entry, Zen and the Zodiacs from the Grown and Sexy EP with Sugar Kiss. This week's number 16, down 5 places from the previous charts, number 11, Joe Levy, Inside You, his current single. This week's third new entry, in at this week's number 15, Konya Doss from the forthcoming album Through Rose-Tinted Glasses. Not Trading You, this week's number 15, this week's third new entry. This week's fourth new entry, this week's number 14, Knita, Be With You, this week's number 14, this week's fourth new entry. From the album Adeline, last week's number 2, this week's number 13, Stay Up. This week's number 12, this week's fifth new entry from the album Fearless, Sailor Avery, In My Purse, this week's fifth new entry, this week's number 12. And rounding off the back 10, this week's number 11, Aname Rose with Good Feeling. Previous charts number 19, this week's number 11, inside that top 10. Current single from N Front, Never Be Another You. Previous charts number 20, this week's number 10. Number 9. In at number 9, previous charts number 3, Linda Starr with Legacy. Ali Caldwell's in at this week's number 11. This week's number 8, should we say. Up 10 places from the previous charts, number 18 with In, shall we say, All In My Head. From the album 88. Lovely Miss Deborah Debs, Something to Love. Previous charts number 12, this week's number 7. Rockwell Horman. Previous charts number 14, this week's number 6 with Promise. Up 4 places from the previous charts, number 9, this week's number 4, this week's number 5, shall we say. Terry Carroll featuring Claude Juice, I'd Rather Have You. This week's number 5. Elliot Love's in this week's number 4 with the previous charts number 7, Love You Down. The previous charts number 1, Legacy from the album Wildcard, Where I Am is in at this week's number 3. The previous charts number 4. This week's number 2, Zaya Bell featuring Rom Default, I Think That I Love You. Okay, what we're going to do now, we're going to slip away a very quick pause for the because on the return, this week's number 1.
This is your girl Yazara, aka Miss Purple St. James, and you're listening to the Independent Chart Show.
For a small shop, James Shoe Care in High Street, Barkingside have so many services to offer. Key cutting while you wait, including car, house and office keys with a locksmith service. They can bring shoe looking brand new with their shoe repair service. Have your watch repaired on site, whether it's a Timex or a Rolex. We even supply and engrave sports trophies and glass awards for every sports and awards night you can think of. Going away, we have all the travel goods you need for that well-deserved getaway. Not to mention our gifts for all occasions, always in stock. Visit us at 97 High Street, Barkingside, Essex, IG6 2AH. Mention this station and receive a 10% discount. Like us on Facebook, James Shoe Care, Barkingside. Call us on 0208 550 1440. James Shoe Care. We're not just a load of cobblers.
This is Miss Sassy, and you're listening to Taxman on the Independent Chart Show.
So my apologies for the countdown jingle not working again this week. Gonna get that one sorted out. So I've given you 19 of this week's top 20 chart. We're back on the other side, inside that final furlong of tonight's show, and let's give you this week's number one. With the famous name Lamont Dozier Jr. From the forthcoming EP, the lead single I'm Gonna Take My Time, this week's number one.
Number one.
Absolutely fat and all that. Once more, Lamont Dozier Jr. I'm Gonna Take My Time, this week's number one.
Baby, it's been so long since I held you in my arms. It's been so hard on me. I missed your love to keep me warm.
Number one.
To get me through my day. Can't wait to feel your arms around me. With you I wanna stay, yeah. So as soon as the place sets down, I'll be running at the speed of sound for you. I'm gonna take my time. When I'm loving you at the speed of light, I'll be coming to love you right, baby. But I'ma take my sweet time. When I'm loving you.
You are listening to the best in independent soul.
Honey, I miss your kiss, your touch, the hot, sweet love we made. There's no other thrill for me. My heart beats just for you. Can't wait to get back to you, darling, and do the things you know.
Number one.
Soon as the rain sets down, I'll be running at the speed of sound for you. I'm gonna take my time.
You are listening to the best in unsigned independent soul.
I'll be coming to love you right, baby. I'm gonna take my sweet time. But when I'm loving you, soon as the plane sets down, I'll be running at the speed of sound for you. I'm gonna take my time. When I'm loving you at the speed of light, yeah, I'll be coming to love you right, baby. I'm gonna take my sweet time. When I'm loving you.
Fire, baby.
Coming home, baby. I'm on my way, oh, yeah. I'm on my way.
100% music and 100% independent.
You really know how to turn me on, baby.
Number one.
Soon as the plane sets down, yeah, I'll be running at the speed of sound for you. But I'ma take my time, yeah. When I'm loving you at the speed of light, yeah, I'll be coming to love you right, baby. I'm gonna take my sweet time. When I'm loving you, soon as the plane sets down, yeah, I'll be running at the speed of sound.
was going to get there, wasn't he? Lamont Dozier Jr., I'm going to take my time. This week's number one. If you haven't caught the Lamont Dozier Jr. interview with me, check out the Breaking Artist Instagram page. All round nice gentleman, Lamont Dozier Jr., walking in big shoes from his father and doing a fantastic job. Once again, my apologies for the countdown jingle not working again this week. We'll get that recorded again for you. So we're now inside the final segment of this week's show. Let's take a quick time check. Just under 24 minutes and counting towards the end of this week's show. In Time Honored Tradition, we slow things down in that final segment. Give you some soft, sensuous soul, some back-to-back. With no chat for your musical enjoyment. Let's see what we can pull out the bag between now and the end of the show. Still got to give a couple of shouts out to some last week's Mixcloud listeners as well. So for the final time, my apologies for the top 20 countdown jingle not working again. But let's slow things down all the way through to that 2-hour mark this week. It's live radio to the capital, the Breaking Artists Independent Chart Show.
Baby, I've been here a time or two. I have heard it all, but I'm not blaming you. As a matter of fact, I'm giving you the benefit of a doubt. See, I just can't be just another friend to you, baby. No, no, no. 'Cause I don't need you to take my heart away. 'Cause I'm not ready for it, baby. No. But if you'll be patient, I'll make it worth your way. 'Cause when my love comes down, I know you won't complain. But for now, maybe we should take it slow. 'Cause we got nowhere else to go. Maybe we should take it slow. 'Cause we got nowhere else to go, Sometimes I wake in the middle of the night, thinking about you, and I know it ain't right. 'Cause I know you're somewhere thinking about me too. And I know it ain't fair, no. But good things come to those who wait. So you better wait for this good thing, no matter how long it takes, yeah.
Oh my gosh. The music just turns me on.
Fire, baby.
What's up? This is Lisa from On the Contrary. And when I'm in London, I like to sit and chill with my man, DJ Taxman.
Soft, sensuous, soul,
to the jasmine.
Oh my gosh. The music just turns me on.
Fire, baby.
I don't even know how to love you just the way you want me to, but I'm ready to learn. Yes, I'm ready to learn, to fall in love, to fall in love, to fall in love with you. I don't even know how to hold your hand just to make you understand, but I'm ready to learn. Yes, I'm ready to learn, to hold your hand, make you understand, to hold your hand right now. I don't even know how to kiss your lips at a moment like this. Oh,
Seems like everybody's watching me. Their desire is on fire. There's a co-attraction, lights, camera, action. Somebody meet me in the break room. Get the honey, I'll be there soon. Got my boss man, he's a secret, but I gotta keep him on the down low. I've got this guy here who's the sweetest, and he loves me when I give a freak show. I've got my VIP who's digging on me, and I love it how he tells me so. I even got the cleanup man that don't give a damn, 'cause he knows I'm a night. Hey Corinne. Hey girl, what you doing? Girl, I'm still at work. What you doing? See, I just got to the gym so I could see them. There's a co-attraction, lights, camera, action. Somebody meet me in the steam room. Bring a towel, I'll be there soon. I've got the track man here chasing after me, but I gotta keep him on the down.
What's up? This is Lisa from On the Contrary. And when I'm in London, I like to sit and chill with my man, DJ Taxman.
Hello, it's me again, and I don't mean to bother you, but we need to close the door so we can move on. I didn't really call you tonight to start a
But you can't buy a heart, not forever. And you can't buy your way back to heaven, heaven. Boy, I may be wrong, but I don't think I am, boy. Cause I can't believe how some things change. Tell me what changed, no. Little nigga money, give him money. Make a little nigga funny. I hope you get everything that life brings. Oh yeah. Baby, I didn't really call you tonight to start a fight. I didn't really call you tonight to start a fight. I didn't even call you to get under your skin. Tell me, how do I get under your skin, boy? I didn't even call you to talk about details. Boy, I know you're doing well. I just wanna say goodbye forever. Now I know we can't be together. Cause sometimes life
I've been thinking about magic, happen, action, baby, we never lasted. Magic, madness, maybe you was just gassing. But it was better than I imagined. Drastic, acting to you, it was just practice. Sadness, mask it, hated you with a passion. Had it, granted, baby, I didn't cap it. Cause it was better than I imagined. Thought it'd be worse, cause it hurts me. But still I can't see myself with no one else. Cause it was better than I imagined. Better than I imagined. Trust me, love me, no, I could never make you stay true. Hate to say it, but it's too late. My expectations too low, you can't relate to. Baby, but I don't blame you, baby. You are the one I always escape to. Take to a place, or maybe I'm just afraid to call you. Need you to tell me if it's okay too. Is it okay? I thought it'd be worse, cause it hurts me. But still I can't see myself with.
So we're rapidly approaching the end of this week's show.
Better than I imagined.
It's been one of those shows when it's all gone Pete song in that final segment today.
Better than I imagined.
Cool, blimey, if you only knew what I was doing in the background.
Cause it was better than I imagined.
Underneath, Robert Glasper featuring her and Michelle Neglicello. Better than I imagined. Let's squeeze in a few more before out the door this week again. Let's see if we can peel off a few names from last week's Mix Cloud listeners. Okay, let's go.
Come so many miles and memories from that block. Feels like jumped on the silver bird and never came back. I never get to see you, but you always hold me down. You never fought me when I leave you. I'm finally coming back around. It's like I never get a minute. Feels like I'm never not on tour. Sometimes I start to miss you. When am I doing?
So we say a wicked thank you going out to Christine, the lovely Christine from Wolverhampton. Thank you, Christine, for the kind words as well.
Father figure, come on for the summer, be with my mother. I'm not an only son, but where is my?
Hopefully play one for Christine directly after this one.
Come from the garden.
Big shout out to weekly follower, Mr. Derwin Easter from Chicago in the US of A. Thank you, Derwin. Do appreciate your weekly support. Big shout out to King64. Thank you, King. Easton Hunter, hey doing Easton. Thank you for your weekly support as well. London radio DJ Jarrell. Thank you, Jarrell.
It's kinda weird that I can put away my suit.
Thanks for listening last week.
Take advantage of all of the same space that I share with you. It's like our time is on a meter until I go back out on tour. It's like I never get to see ya. What am I doing all this for?
I want it to be better, better brother. To be there for my sister and father figure.
Shouts go to Mr. Joseph Duncan. Thank you, Joseph.
I'm not a
JJ1212. Thank you. Going out to you. Stews. RD Johnson 12002 from Monticello in Georgia, US of A. Thank you, RD Johnson. The one and only Mr. John McLean. Thank you, John. Craftbuck. Thank you, Craftbuck. To the lovely Miss Nets from Barbados. Still loving that picture. It's a lovely Heavenly 70. To Bad Boy G. Thank you, Bad Boy G. To Colette Keenan. To Rhonda Taylor. To Danny Moyes in Montreal, Canada. How you doing, Danny? Massive shout out to the one and only Mr. Brian B. Twilight, aka BBT. How you doing, Brian? Let's play this one for Christine in Wolverhampton. To Mr. Daiki Kobayashi. Thank you. Daiki. To Stack in Japan. How you doing, Stack? Quadraphonic. How you doing, mate? The one and only Mr. Gary W. Reed. How you doing, sir? Do Charm, Stevie for real. To Jenny 52. Shouts going to Foz 375. Big shout out to DJ Finnegan in Southampton.
Yeah. I'm gonna rock your world.
Gotta say big shout out to Mr. Hilary John.
But there we just be switching.
Do you know what? I was driving home late last week Sunday.
Looks like
I could have swore I was listening to my own show. How you doing, Hilary? Big shout out to Big Bad Dellas. Shouts going to DJ Squids. To lovely Miss Claudette Thornton, aka Miss Ouch. To lovely Jenny 52. And we say massive shout going to the Anorak, the Insomniac, and the Fugitive.
You had some good loving, but not like mine. It's true, it's true. Let's make your fantasy reality. Yeah. Let me show you, girl. Let's make your fantasy reality. Yeah. I'm gonna change your world. Let's make your fantasy reality. Make your toes curl. Let's make your fantasy reality.
Let's say a big shout out to the return of the lady with the shoes. Wow.
Your dreams come true.
Where you been hiding? Big shout out to Nat Nats.
So let me know just what you want.
Thank you, Nats. Big shout out to the lady from Wimbledon. Thank you, Emma.
Drive your body crazy. Sex is so amazing. Do it on the daily. Oh. Was a roll up on top of you.
Big shout out to Miss Mac in Perryvale.
It's starting to come true.
And you know what? Let's make that a wrap for this week. Promise to play this one for a good friend of mine. And the one underneath for Christine in Wolverhampton.
Let me show you, girl.
So I'm out the door, leaving you in safe and capable hands of the next presenter, or in the safe and capable hands of the autopilot. Let's try and do this all over again next week, and let's look after yourselves. Look after each other. Let's try and do this all over again next week.
You are.
I'm out the door. I'll see you soon. Ciao for now.
When I look in your eyes, the love you have for me is undeniable. Who would ever thought that a simple hello would make us inseparable? Baby, I'm rich. I ain't bragging. You can check my purse and can't stop
The
laughing.
Independent Chart Show.
Your smile makes a deposit, 'cause you have the key to my locket. And baby, you are so beautiful. Baby,
You are listening to the best in unsigned independent soul.
You are so beautiful. Baby, you are. Baby, the world can't take my joy. See, when you're hurting, I can feel your pain. Baby, I feel so protected. See your Samson strength is all I need. Shining in my darkest days, we both know that we got to pray. Baby, you are my king, I'm your queen. Our love's infinity. You reign supreme. The way he plays him. You are so beautiful. You're so beautiful. You are. So beautiful. Yes, you are. Ooh, you can't complain when God makes it simple and plain. See your love shine so bright, and your soul is your light. Your soul is beautiful, baby.
Hey, what's up? It's Desi Trouble, and when I'm online, I'm listening to the best in independent soul on the Independent Chart Show.